I'm Maddie Crofford. I'm a third grade teacher at Verner Elementary. I've been teaching for 4 years, and we've been using Classworks all 4 years that I've been here. We use Classworks daily. We use it for whole group instruction, small group instruction, and during center time. The whole group instruction we use to reinforce skills, to introduce skills. We use them with the games on the Promethean board, and then the students can break off into their centers or use individually at their own technology station with their login name. We use the integrated reading lessons for close reads specifically, and we'll start with a whole group close read. It has an interactive highlighter and post-it notes that the students love. They can do that on their own computers, or if we are doing it whole group, I'll give them highlighters and post-it notes to follow around so they stay engaged. Then we answer the 5 questions. There's a writing prompt for each integrated lesson. We'll go back and do the writing prompt individually on their own, and that's something that they can turn into me so I can see each student's writing. We also use those integrated reading lessons on the computer for some individualized close reads, and I can assign different close reads for different students. One child might benefit more from a nonfiction passage, whereas another can benefit or use a fiction passage. They have both, and then I can see their results as well. The students really love using Classworks, and it was funny, I had done a passage called Mabel and Me under the integrated reading lesson, and we had done it prior to Christmas break. Well, after Christmas break, another teacher had her door open, and we were coming back from restroom break, and they saw, one of my little girls saw the Mabel and Me passage on the other teacher's Promethean board. And she was able to rename the title, the characters, the plot, the setting, everything that happened in that story, and we had done that lesson 4 to 5 weeks earlier. So it was neat as a teacher to see that those close reads are really engaging and effective when you have an 8-year-old who remembers all those details 5 weeks later. It wasn't just a simple passage, they were really into it. Classworks is great about having individualized learning instruction. If I have a struggling student, I can assign specific mini lessons, quizzes, activities for that student. If someone is struggling with pronouns, I can go back and let that be used to reinforce or review that concept, whereas another child might be ready to move on to a tougher nonfiction close read, or there's close reads that compare 2 passages, so then they really have 2 passages and they can use compare and contrast tools. So it really is beneficial for individualized instruction. The digital tools are very beneficial in preparing my students for the upcoming assessments. The new assessments are on a computer, so they're computer-based. So Classworks has helped. They have a highlighter tool, they have a note-taking tool, which also helps typing. Third graders are still really learning how to use a keyboard, so this gives them practice every day, writing notes on the side. It also has tools such as clicking out of the X or clicking on the highlighter, clicking out of the notes, or little things like that that are really enhancing students' technology that they'll be able to use on the state assessments when they are on the computers.